what you see. Make sure to hit the button now to stay updated on when I am up. I have no idea what else to say now. So I just end up this. Welcome to AmberAnkNA, and this is my channel.
On to Chapter 8 for the only way now. Chapter 8, Even. The tattoo pump had a recoiled sense of itself. She wasn't sure exactly how she was going to win her time-traveling hippie back, but she knew she was going to. Walnut Silver and Captain Bluebeard's adventures were far from over. That much she knew. She suspected her partner knew the same. It made sense that Max wasn't answering her calls. She was hurt and felt betrayed. She, too, remembered the feeling of someone she loved betraying her. Chloe's typical reaction was that of anger and rage. Max's would be the opposite. She would completely shut down and completely go numb. It broke Chloe's heart, knowing the pain she caused, but was sure she could make things right. And she was confident this experience would only make them stronger. Chloe had this grand fantasy scene up in her head. She would show up at the Caulfield house at 2 a.m. with a boombox overhead. Say anything, style. Blasting fucking Peter Gabriel. That was probably not going to actually happen, but she would do it if it meant making Max feel better and get over this bump in the world. She needed more, though. Something with fewer bells and whistles from our group. The way Max's heart was honest and pure emotion, she just knew it. See, even nearly 7 hours down the road, Chloe received a phone call. Go for Chloe. She never answered the phone, and that mattered, but felt renewed and hopeful. Her voice bounced with each syllable. Professor Price, a silly voice declared. What can you real? Was hoping Max would be on the line, but this was unexpected. Basil? What are you doing? Look in your mirror, dummy. Glancing up, she spotted a shining back convertible sports car. The top was down, and a special beauty with sunglasses was in the driver's seat. Holy shit, you're right behind me. Why? Well, I felt bad I stayed out late and didn't get a chance to wake you. Other girls said you fled the loft like a bat out of hell. After all this, I figured it would be a good chance to spend a week in a KFA. I haven't even been back in a while. Chloe thought of it right away. So she was presented an opportunity and wondered if Rachel would be willing to help her out on a certain predicament. Nice wheels, Lace. Ooh. Lace coming in to save Chloe's ass with math. Ooh. This is good. Good. This is a good idea. Rachel thought up a good idea. Rachel came in at a good time. It was going to be a surprise, but I actually caught up to you. I couldn't resist calling. The driver's spark could clearly be seen through the rearview mirror. Backwards as Rachel asked, "Wanna race?" No. I must be wearing the swap up blue hair and badass tax factors for an aspect. Damn thing blow up if I push her. How the hell do you make girls sound prophetic? Prophetic. Chloe Price. It's a gift. Maybe a curse. Either way, I'm glad you're here. I need your help. Sure. Anything for you. The girls researched how Max reacted to the news about the kiss. Rachel cuddled Chloe for dropping the bomb that way. Didn't I tell you to do it in person? I sure I did. What sort of idiot says something like that on the phone? This fits. That's who. Chloe reached her arm out of the window, putting back to herself, with drew a crackle from her friend in the car behind her. They continued joking and chatting while making their way northward towards their destination. Rachel agreed to help, but wasn't sure if it was a good idea for the company Chloe to Mass's house. If Chloe wanted reincarnation, maybe being the person who kissed her girlfriend to her front door was not the best idea. Gotta whisk it to get the biscuit, Chloe joked. The truck driver kept them on schedule, swinging from one stop to the next. They, of course, had to stop to use the restroom and fill up, but Chloe insisted they hurry. Pinch it off! Let's go! The playful blue-headed girl called out each time Rachel was mid-pee. Wait, Chloe! Chloe, don't interrupt a girl when they peeing! Jeez! Mid-pee. So, like, wait, Chloe. Jeez. The light bulb kept them going strong, and Chloe refused to stop for sleep, despite the actress's pleas. It brought Chloe a dense sense of peace while tripping with her girlfriend friend. Not only because she missed the girl and the exciting times they once had together, but also the idea of Max and Rachel becoming friends was a dream of hers. She imagined all three of them hanging out together and was sure her two besties would hit it off. Hours rolled by and daytime turned to night, followed by nighttime bullying to mooding. Before long, the girls were in Seattle. Having never been there, Chloe relied on her phone's navigation system and the address Max sent her years before. They pulled into the Caulfield subdivision and placed up the clubhouse. Rachel pulled up beside her and rolled the window down. Why are you stopping? There's something I need to write. A poem I've been thinking about during our trip. Also, I'm nervous as shit. She found a white, unused napkin and a pen from the two wheels. But confidence the day before had diminished slightly. She had not seen her little photographs since they jumped back to their pirate days. The bag race they were both carrying since then was weighing down heavily. I'm okay. Hurry up, let's do this thing, the barn impatiently whispered. By the way, you cook as fuck as when you're nervous, she said with a wink and a grin. After a few minutes, Chloe folded the napkin 3 times and put it in the front pocket of her unbuttoned fast leather jacket. I'm gonna try calling her again. The phone rang 4 times, and as she was about to end the call, she heard the voice she'd been longing to hear. Chloe. Max's voice rattled and shook before she heard it with a small cough. Max? Oh, thank you for answering. Damn it. It felt like a 50-pound sack of sugar from the diner had been placed on her chest. Breathing suddenly became difficult. She could hear her heart puffing in ears. Pounding in ears. Her heart pounding in ears. Clock! Pounding in ears. Her heart pounding in ears. I think it's supposed to say she could hear her heart pounding in her ears. Oh well. Oh boy. I'm sorry for shutting you down yesterday, Chloe. My heart feels so empty and destroyed. No! Fuck no! Don't you dare apologize to me. This is how you react. It's natural. You're hurting because of me. I'm going to make this right. They fired the truck back up and started towards the Causeway West resident. I'm almost at your house, Supermask. God damn it. I can't wait to see you. Here? A very awake Mask asked. Right down the road. She could see what she believed was her house from the stop sign on here. As she made it the turn onto Master Street, she saw the light come on from her upstairs bedroom window near the back side of the house. So fucking close. See you in a minute. Corey entered the car and parked in the driveway. Rachel parked in front of the house near the mailbox. Corey soared to the sports car and asked her friend to stay inside until she motioned her over. She again questioned if this was the right way for Corey to approach the situation, but didn't put up too much of an argument. She was too exhausted from the drive. A pale moon cast a thin light as Chloe walked around to the back of the house and found a small pebble. She tossed it up to the window with the light spilling out, making a clicking noise. Max opened the window immediately. Chloe! Oh my god, Max! So I have bought a boombox and played In Your Eyes? The little warrior asked in jokes. You're such a gem, dork. Chloe was relieved to see the corner of Max's mouth angled in a sort of half-smile. Really beautiful, purely sapphire eyes looking down from above, mixed with the orange glow of the nearby street lamp. Appeared pure and energetic. I have something for you, she called up. Looking down, she found a wok half the size of her fist. She wrapped the napkin from her pocket around the stone and tossed it up. She missed the window opening the first time and landed it back down beside her with a thud. Shit. Okay. Here we go. The second attempt was perfect. It landed inside the bedroom. The freckled angel stepped away from the window, unwrapped the napkin, and sat on her bed to read the poem. After a minute or so, the girls upstairs dried her eyes and walked back over to the window. You wrote this, Chloe? It's perfect. So, can I come in, or should I stand out here freezing my ass off? It was not a particular cold morning, but the wind chill nipped at her with an icy bite. It's great to see you, but I think I need more time. I'm still holding, and I don't know how to process everything. I know, Mass. I have some coffee. Let's have some coffee and chat or something. I have another surprise for you, too. But not until you let me in. The window was shut, and the mask moved back, and I was like, Corey walked around to the front of the door, hoping the front door would be unlocked for her. 6 steps lead up to the front porch, and over the storm door separated the outside elements from the glossy red front door. Corey heard the deadbolt slide from the lock position, followed by the doorknob turning. The door slowly creaked open. Standing before her was the most beautiful creature she had ever seen. It was her perfect person. Mass, you look beautiful. I'm in my PJs and my hair is atrocious. Her head was tossed to the side and the pigments in her face had shifted from a pale white to deep pink. I'm sure I have morning breath. I love your morning breath. The punk responded with a cheesy sneer. Come out on the porch before we go in. I have something to show you. It's too windy. I don't do cold very well. Opening the storm door, Chloe gently grabbed Max's hand and walked outside. At the door spawned shut, she removed her coat and put it on the younger girl's shoulders. Look down good in my clothes. They walked over to the porch swing and both sat down, curling up to keep warm. Okay. So, I know things between us are pretty rocky, but I love the shit out of you, Caulfield. I messed up, and I know it hurts you, but I'm here now, with you. We have to put this behind us and move forward. All I can think about All I can think about is your lips on hers. I keep seeing you two together when I close my eyes. You promised that wouldn't happen, and yet it did. I love you too, but how can I trust you now? How can I trust these feelings aren't real? I will. I have just proved it to you over and over, and Chloe reached up to adjust her beanie while thinking of the next words she'd say. Mistaking the arm movement for a signal, her blonde friend opened the car door and pushed the purse. Master's body was angled towards the house and didn't notice the girl coming towards them at first. Chloe spotted Alvis. She called, made an arm motion, and King. It wasn't time yet. What the fuck? She heard the brunette slightly say, Is that Rachel, Amber? You brought Rachel with you? Pushing away and tripping up, Max threw Chloe's jacket on the porch and ran back inside. Shit! That didn't go well, the sergeant sports car driver commented. Chloe spun up and followed Max inside. The blonde also entered the house and made way behind her friend. They ran up the stairs and into the hipster's bedroom. Max had just buried her head in a pillow, face down on the bed. Max! Don't cry. Why the fuck will you bring her here? Max stood up to face the girl. Coming into the room behind the tall girl, Rachel bottom. See? I told you this was a bad idea. Shut up, Rachel. Listen. Max. She has something she wants to tell you. Chloe turned with effort. Looking at Rachel, she raised her eyebrow and tilted her head in her girlfriend's direction. Looking into Max's disheartened eyes, Rachel stepped between her and Chloe. Max and Rachel meeting each other was a moment Chloe had dreamed about. She didn't expect it to be under these circumstances, however. But a part of her was still excited to just watch the meeting unfold. The blonde slowly approached and stretched her eyes with her head falling left and then right as if eradicating the brunette. Max, she said, you are glorious in person. I thought that selfie was hot, but damn. I don't think you... Max couldn't get her full reply out. As soon as she begun speaking, Rachel grabbed her face and tightly pushed her lips against Max's. The brunette's eyes instinctively closed, and she didn't pull away out of pure shock and disbelief. Ending the kiss with a loud smack, Rachel smiled and wiped the corner of her mouth. Chloe's eyes nearly popped out of her soul. Fucking shit. She nearly incredibly called out. Eyes was wide and mouth hanging open. She had just witnessed her two best friends, one being her girlfriend and one being her ex, kiss right in front of her. Now you two are even, Siki girl commented with a small chuckle, seeming proud of herself. You taste good, Max. The room fell silent. The only sounds were a swishing from the ceiling fan and hum from a plugged-in electric device. The threesome looked back and forth from one another, not knowing what to say. Finally, Rachel broke the silence. Listen, Max. First, it's very nice to meet you. I only heard great things. Second, what just happened between you and me? That's exactly what happened with me and Rachel. I made the move and she pushed me off. You didn't even pull away. Just saying. Please don't question her commitment. All she talks about is how perfect you are. I can see why. Also, to be honest, you and I just kissed longer than Chloe and I did. So, Rachel, that's begun. Wow. Don't you go falling in love with her, Massy Mass. Chloe joked as she sometimes did when she felt awkward, but there was a hint of sincerity in her voice. I mean it. I am very damn tired, and you two have a lot to discuss. Mass, would it be cool if I crashed in your bed? They're not Egyptian cotton, she joked, but I suppose it's fine. Immediately after getting the go-ahead, the blonde took her shoes off and snuggled beneath the covers. Before falling asleep, Chloe heard Rachel tell Max, "You really have a great thing here. Chloe's the most loyal and dedicated fan I ever had. She's great, and it looks like you two are a perfect fit. I won't lie though, I'm jealous. I didn't know how much you meant to each other." She trailed off as she yawned, then rolled over, fell asleep. Max made sure her new friend was tucked in and comfortable. "I really need a shower, Mad Max. Do you mind?" "Of course not." She gathered her towel and a fresh goof off for her girlfriend to lose. After several minutes, Max cracked the door and snuck stuck her head in the bathroom. "You've been in there a while. Is everything okay?" she asked over the noise of the water in the bathroom sink fan. "Max, join me!" Her face poked through the shower curtain where water's grin and bouncing out eyebrows. "My parents are downstairs." She stepped in and closed the door behind her. "Could get caught. Makes it exciting. Come on!" After the last few days, I don't think now's the right time for our first time. After the last few days, I think now's the right time for our first time. Then the girl said, shaking her head, then whispered, "My first time." "I make you forget all about the last few days. There's no better way to say I'm sorry than this. Seriously, I want to make you feel good, Max. You're gonna love it. I know, Chloe, but I want our first time to be special. Not in fear of getting caught by my parents. I don't think they even know about us yet." "You're right. I want it to be hella special for you two." Chloe turned the water off and opened the curtain, allowing Max a full view of her frame. "But are you sure?" "Wowzer," was all the Uncle Brunette could say, her eyes scanning her girlfriend's silhouette body. "Just let this be a tease for now," she smirked. "Can you get me my towel?" Max handed her the cloth that had been placed on the counter and quickly left the room. But he wondered if she was being too exhausted. An hour ago, she wasn't even sure if Max was ready to forgive her. Now, she was teasing the girl. Her bare, naked body. Maybe she ought to slow it down a bit, especially since she knew it would be her best friend's first time. From her understanding, most people weren't afforded a special first time experience. She knew she wasn't. But Maximilian was not most people. She deserved the best of everything. And that was Chloe's new goal in life. Provide special experience for her partner. She didn't join Max and Rachel in the bedroom. Rachel was still passed out and Chloe was barely hanging on. "It won't be as real if I sleep in your bed too, will it?" "I mean, if it will, I can sleep on the floor. I barely need to crash, dude." "Not at all. Go ahead." After Chloe quickly pecked Max on the cheek, she snuggled under the covers. Max grabbed her Polaroid and drove between the girls. "Photobomb!" the punk said as Max held the remote for a selfie. Without missing a beat, the photographer replied, "Fogo hard." She snagged a photo of just the duo, then another including a sleeping Rachel. The girls shared a series of light kisses that were only stopped because of a yawn. "Okay, go to sleep. I love you, Chloe." "Love you too, Maximus." Max got up and sat at her computer watching the girls sleep. She considered trying to go back to sleep herself, but was not particularly tired. She felt terrible setting down the previous day. It wasn't who she wanted to be. Chloe, with the help of Rachel, made it clear she would never betray her. They had the rest of their lives to be together, and they would most likely not agree on everything. Many more fights and trials would happen, but she was determined never to let any obstacle come between them again. It felt like a new day was on the horizon, and she had seen the light. If she and Chloe were together and safe, she felt like anything was possible. Rachel alive and in town. She was not sure how the day would play out once they awoke. Her desire was to spend as much time as possible with her girlfriend before having to go back to her cafe. How was she supposed to act like a typical high school senior after everything that had happened? She had experienced a lifetime of changes within last month. Maybe Backwell was not where she was supposed to be anymore. She knew her credits could easily transfer to a local Seattle school. In 2 days, she was expected to return. If Chloe was with her wherever she went, was there anything anchoring her to the bay? She missed Kate and Joyce, and hoped Warrant was happy. But other than them, and a handful of others, she really didn't care what happened to anyone else. She felt cynical. It was not that she didn't value the lives of thousands of people. She did care about others. She just valued something else even greater. The poor love she had for Chloe from all else. It was still strange how remembering of herself making the decision to fully jump back to the bathroom. That allowed her precious Chloe to dry. It was a decision she knew she wouldn't make again. A part of her hated herself for even considering a future where the light of her world was a sequence. The idea of it chilled her to the bone. At the time, she thought she was honoring her friend by doing as he asked, but she knew damn well Corey didn't always know what was best. Even when they were fighting the day prior, she didn't really consider not being around her partner time ever again. Life didn't seem worth living without her. As lunchtime was approaching, Max begun to get sleepy, sitting in her quiet and dim room. Chloe and Rachel were still asleep, so she pushed them apart and nuzzled in between. It felt surreal. Not too long ago, she spent the better part of the week playing detective, stressing for the bond, and they started her body in the junkyard. Now she was in her bed, lying beside her, very much alive and well. It was bizarre and felt nice. Turning to her left side to face the punk, she kissed her on the forehead and shut her eyes. And that's the story. That's Tucker. Well, I got a buddy here. Welcome to the party, bud. Buddy, I love you.